So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Dances away to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his finger side to side and say, no, no, no.
They're going to keep this drive going. You'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. A strike downfield. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the...
He lets it fly. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
It's complete on the right side. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play. And I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though. This guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Fakes to grab. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
And the Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. The receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Owen. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the 1st half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
This quarterback part of their running game. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. first half. And this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you can tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we...
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Addison. He wants to take the top off. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottoms him up.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again. And
there he goes. Runs through a tackle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. Kick comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back.
And I love that the field goal block unit was prepared. They had a guy back deep. They understood it was a long field goal. And, Jesse, how about making a play as a field goal kick team, basically a kickoff team going and making a tackle?
Yeah, they were saying, we're not doing kick six. This isn't Auburn, Alabama back in the day. And the big fellas up front, it's the offensive linemen that have to get out there and make a tackle. You're right, that was impressive.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% this season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Unloads to the right. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Makes the grab. It's high. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Over and they'll send out the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit.
There he goes to the right. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. A little release to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Sooners will hustle to the line. Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting the run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss.
It's a running room. defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here. You can change this game. It just takes one play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the turning it on. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it up for 30.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Sooners are on the move. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Oh, he's got some space. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Johnson. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone of the 18.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Handoff from the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Great job by this quarterback to beat the blitz, and then the running back made it to the sticks.
Yeah, awesome job. You see a extra guy coming. The running back is not accounted for. Nice job getting it to him and letting him get the first down. Great job, great read.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they got it up to the 47-yard line. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Texas offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it. You
can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The handoff to Johnson. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll feel the punt and try to get some yardage. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late. So
now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Zings it complete to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Sooners line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the grab at the 10. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted golden hat trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.